Yeah, let us start now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Very good morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. I am the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Now, I welcome you all to our 363rd meeting of our Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. As everybody in their life has the mission to achieve their goals, our Toastmaster Club also has the mission. Our mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their leadership and communication skills, resulting in developing their self confidence and personal growth. Before we get into the meeting, there are three ground rules to be followed during the entire meeting. Rule number one, mute your microphone and turn off your camera if you are moving that may be distracted during the meeting. Rule number two, as Toastmasters, we should not speak about sex, religion, and politics. So kindly refrain from speak about these three topics during the entire meeting. Rule number three, do not crosstalk or unmute when the speaker is speaking. And also I encourage all the participants to express your appreciations through the emojis when the speaker is speaking. Now I am going to introduce an amazing Toastmaster, our presiding officer, who is our active member of our club. Basically, he is an instrumentation and process automation control engineer with more than 30 years of rich experience in various industries like cement, oil and gas, power generation, steel, etc. And he's a lifelong learner on a mission to transform himself. He joined Toastmaster as part of the transformation journey. He keenly working on environmental issues and biodiversity. He spends time for reading books, listening, and learning music. He admires Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs. Now I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Big round of applause to Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, for this warm introduction. Good morning to all. Uh, Thanks for joining at 7:05 a.m. in the morning, waking up and joining us in this meeting. Many of us have a question of why we should join a meeting at 7:05 a.m. in the morning for a Toastmasters, where we just speak and maybe uh, some pleasantries we share with fellow members and we leave and get on with our routine. In fact, the benefit of joining Toastmasters meetings on a regular basis has got many learnings in terms of upgrading our skill from where we stand today to a better speaker, better leader, and a better listener. And also, this everyone, all the members joining the community on the specific meeting day with preparation for their role they've taken or the speech they have practiced. If nothing else, just to listen to the speakers itself is a great learning experience. So I always join Toastmasters meetings with one single motive of what am I going to learn today? And this takes us a long way in our journey for our personal development, for which we all are here today and every meeting that we are joining. On this note, I welcome you all to this meeting number 363 once again, and would like to introduce, request all the guests in the meeting to introduce themselves briefly. Guest. And Sharanya, thanks for taking the account role and joining us today morning. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Saddesh. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. A warm, energetic morning. I'm Saranya. I'm working as a project management in Strive, where I used to coordinate with the team members and delivering the projects on time to the clients. I joined Toastmaster out of my comfort zone to find my voice and want to become a public speaker. And it's been a 6 months journey, and day by day, I'm learning so much in Toastmasters. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Saranya, for joining us today and taking account role. Can I request guest Suresh Babu to give a brief
Yeah.
introduction?
Good morning, all. I'm Suresh Babu. I joined one of your last meeting. So it was very interesting, and I see something that I could learn and develop myself. As you rightly put, my intention was to look for opportunity to learn something new in this meeting. So I thought I can join again in this meeting and willing to join the Toastmaster. So thank you very much and wish to continue the Toastmaster journey.
Thank you so much, Suresh Babu. How did you come to know about Toastmasters in the first place?
That is through Google. I was just looking for a place where I can practice public speaking and leadership skill. I
Okay.
understand. This is Wake Up Toastmaster is the right time for me to
Okay.
attend when compared to all other Toastmasters timing in Chennai. So that's why I Googled it and tried to figure it out. And Wake Up Toastmasters the right timing for me. And then I wish that I will be able to continue and do better.
Thank you so much, Suresh Babu. I mean, deciding to attend Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters meeting itself is a great move because waking up in the morning and joining you for a meeting at 7 a.m. itself is
Yeah.
highly, unless you have great motivation and clear intentions to, it's not possible. Thank you so much for joining us. Can I request guest Kavya to introduce herself?
Yeah, hi,
Hi,
hello
Kavya.
everyone. So I joined here for the first time and I'm excited for this journey. Basically, working as a automation developer in IT industry for the past 5 years. I'm looking for an opportunity where I could play leadership roles. So that is when I felt like I have to improve my communication skill. So So that is why I joined here to improve my public speaking. So yeah, looking forward to this thing. Thank you.
Great, Kavya. How did you come to know about Toastmasters?
Uh, Same as like how Suresh has told, like I had searched in the Google and I found this Toastmasters club where we could join and participate as a guest, and then like we could get this club would help us to improve our communication and they'll even provide the feedback. So joining for the first time and I want to know like how we could improve ourselves far better. So yeah.
So great. Thanks for joining us. And yes, as the meeting proceeds further, you will definitely understand how things, what happened here and what will be the learning for you. Good luck, Kavya. Uh, as per the agenda, we are supposed to present the uh, secretary's report for the previous meeting, number 362. Today, our club secretary has not yet joined the meeting because of some personal commitments. he'll be joining soon. Maybe we will have the report read at the end of the meeting. Proceeding further, I'd like to introduce an enthusiastic Toastmaster who's a cloud computing specialist and who helps customers solve their problems in cloud technologies, and a organic farming enthusiast. Let me welcome Toastmaster of the Day, Bala.
Thanks, Satish.
I am the Toastmaster of the day. Bala is the G.
Yes. Yeah, DTM Sadish Menon is TMOD today.
Sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, like to introduce Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Satish Menon, who's our past district director and has been a first generation businessman who's into software industry, an entrepreneur who has started a number of companies and has seen them grow, and also a very enthusiastic Toastmasters with many years of experience and played many roles in club, area, division, and district levels. Let's welcome Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Satish Menon.
Thank you, Mr. President, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. A very good morning to everybody who's present here for this early morning meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. All of you would have heard about BlackBerry, not the fruit, but the mobile company. At one point of time, they were like the leaders in terms of mobile communication technology. The BlackBerry phone was supposed to be the in thing as far as technology was concerned. Before WhatsApp came in, the BlackBerry Messenger was almost the equivalent of WhatsApp. So that was the first time where you could send a message from anywhere to anywhere in the world, provided both sides had a BlackBerry phone. And it was an instant messaging. Their features of the keyboard were also very unique. I mean, the keyboard was like your QWERTY keyboard. It was very easy to use. People used to kind of de facto email sending used to happen over BlackBerry, those who had BlackBerry with them. And the technology was so well encrypted that they said that it cannot be hacked or broken into. So much so that even the US president used to have a BlackBerry. So that was the kind of thing that that particular device had, the reach, the number of people that used to use it. Of course, it was costly, but then the number of people who used to use it and the way it revolutionized technology and communication. But today, who knows where BlackBerry is? If you ask some of the generation of this time, they will say, we don't know. Or we would have heard, but we exactly don't know what it is. Some people who used it may still have that phone kept as a memory. I have two of them kept as a memory, which says, though, this is what we used to use at that point of time. Same goes with Nokia. At one point of time, they were like the in thing in mobile phones. When mobile technology first came in, newer designs, everything used to be unique with them. People used to look forward to the next Nokia phone to say, when is the next phone coming in? When can we buy the next phone and start using? But today, that company is gone. I mean, the name might still be there. People would still have the brand recollect, but it's not there. Now, what does these two examples from the same industry? There are many more examples in other industries also. But what does this kind of show us? That unless you don't stay relevant, you could get pushed aside and the world will move ahead. It is not okay to just rest on your past laurels and say that I did this, so I will always be successful. The day Apple and Samsung came out with the swipe screen and the way they integrated technology into the mobile phone, like bringing in your video, audio, photography, email, everything into the phone and just change the entire user interface of the phone, rest of the competition was just blown away. Look at the number of industries which shut down when the smartphone came in. Today, very few people would watch TV because you can actually watch whatever you want on your mobile, on all the different apps which are there. You want to read books, straight away you can go to Kindle or Everand and all, and you can start reading. You want to take photos, the phone can take as good photos as a good camera can. You want to book tickets, you can straight away do it on your phone. You name it, it is there. So all those companies we thought that we had this niche and we had our key element, that nothing is going to shake us, they all are no more now. Today, take one example is cassette, music cassette. Who listens to music cassettes nowadays? If you look at the LP player, people collect LP players as a collector's item, but you don't kind of buy LPs and play them right now. It's all kind of gone. Video rentals, nobody buys videos. Go to the video shop and buy video. It's another thing that Netflix bought a lot of them and created an industry in itself. If you read the history of Netflix, you will know how it got formed. But that is because they stayed relevant. And for us also, the way technology is moving, in our professional lives, also we need to stay relevant. Because we know a skill, we can't say that this skill is going to kind of last forever and I will always be relevant. What is relevant today becomes obsolete tomorrow. And in the way AI is moving, tomorrow anything can happen. So if we just sit there saying that I am the greatest, nothing can change, whatever happens around the world, I will not get affected by it. I think if somebody thinks like that, they are living in a fool's paradise. Unless you don't reinvent and you keep moving, you're not going to get anywhere. So that's the reason why we are also here in Toastmasters, to constantly reinvent and to improve ourselves in the field of communication, public speaking, presentation, leadership, because this consistency in that journey helps us to become better and better as we move ahead. Because there is no end point to being perfect, because perfection itself is a myth. There is nothing called perfection. You're only better compared to what you were yesterday. So we'll talk more about it as we go along. Every Toastmasters meeting has multiple segments: prepared speech, table topics, evaluation. And we have a role in a Toastmasters meeting. This role is of the person who reviews the entire meeting from the beginning to the end, informs us what we did right, what we can do better, and what is it that we did not do. because feedback is something which is very important. And this role is called as the general evaluator role. And today's general evaluator is a cloud consultant by profession, and his passion lies in building sustainable solutions that make a real impact. He loves photography, cooking, baking, playing guitar, and also going to the gym. So please welcome our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Bala, who is going to introduce to us the overall role of the general evaluator as well as the introductions for the tag team members. Over to you, Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you, TTM Satish. Okay, interesting part of Toastmasters, everything is organized. So as a general evaluator, my role would be is to understand about what are the gaps. During the meeting, I will take a lot of notes and understand is there any corrections or before the meeting, after the meeting, which can add value to the next consecutive meetings. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program, and also I will help them to be organized so that it becomes an addition to what I am just doing. And when asked at the end, I will be sharing my report. Can I introduce the tag players?
Yes, you can.
Right. For all the meeting timings, for all the meeting, we understand time plays a very essential role, and everything you are able to track something on the time, you are able to take it to the next level. This, even for the benefit of the guest, all meetings will be timed, and we have a role called as a timer role. I would request Toastmaster Vignesh, who's an civil construction, his base passion is civil, but he's converted to a software engineer, and his curiosity is something similar to me, where he likes architecture, automobile, and do-it-yourself concept. He's a fitness fantastic enthusiast. I would request a timer Toastmaster Vignesh to give a brief about what is the role and how the others can get benefit out of it. Over to you, Toastmaster Vignesh. Right?
Yeah. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Vignesh, and I'll be a timer today for the meeting. As a timer, my role is to track the time for each speaker and ensure everyone stays within the time limit. I'll use color signals where green is the minimum time reached, and yellow, halfway warning, and red, the maximum time reached. I will also present the timing report at the end of the meeting. Let's make this meeting smooth and on time. Thank you. And I will just a minute. For the prepared speeches, the timing will be around 7 minutes. The green card will be shown for the 5 minute of the speech, and yellow will be shown for the 6 minute of the speech, and the red will be shown for the 7 minute of the speech. For the table topics, 1 minute, the green card will be shown, and 1.3 minutes, 1.30 minutes, yellow card will be shown, and for the 2 minutes, red card will be shown. For the evaluations, green card will be shown for the 2 minutes, yellow card will be shown at the end of 2.3 minutes, and the red card will be shown at the end of 3 minutes. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Vigneshwar. That was a brief session about what timing essentially helps for a Toastmaster to grow up. We have a specific role which helps us to stop using the filler words. I would request a Toastmaster Saranya, who is from YMCA Club, who volunteered to be a part of our session. As she introduced herself, she's a project management employee at Stripe, and her passion is on yoga and to keep herself in mind. And she herself has mentioned that she wants to come out of the comfort zone. I request Toastmaster Saranya to give a brief about what the R counter role is.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Bala. As the R counter for today, my role is to observe the sounds we often use as verbal crunches. Throughout the section, I'll be listening for commonly overused words such as and, well, but, so. I also track filler sounds like ir, In addition, I'll note any repeated words are phrased. For example, I as being used in the speech. At the end of meeting, I'll share a brief report highlighting these observations.
Thank you, counter Saranya. And I also have the grammarian, Toastmaster Keshav. Over to you, Toastmaster Keshav. I was trying to read your word. It was stuff indomitable, right? Indomitable. Over to you, Toastmaster Keshav.
Thank you, General Elevator Bala. So I'll be observing and listening to the speakers and the guests, how they're using the language and how the grammar is being used, including the incomplete sentences or the mispronunciations or the grammatical errors or the word mix-up. So, for example, each member have a role instead of giving it as each member has a role. So in that sense, I'll be checking on those aspects. And the word of the day is indomitable. Indomitable is impossible to defeat, control, or discourage a person with a strong inner spirit and determination. So it's indomitable. Thank you. Over to you, General Level.
Thank you, grammarian Keshav. These are the tag roles, and they have their own roles and responsibilities. At the end of the day, they would be asked to give them their report, which will help us grow in our professional career as well. Over to Toastmaster today, Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala, for explaining the roles of the general evaluator as well as the introductions and responsibilities of the tag team members. Every Toastmasters meeting has multiple segments, and leading that segment is the prepared speech segment. This is one segment where we encourage members to give speeches from their Pathways program, because again, staying with the theme of the meeting, staying relevant, unless you don't give your speeches, unless you don't take the evaluations and you keep improving, there is nothing that you're going to learn in Toastmasters. So the first step of staying relevant begins with giving your speeches in a regular manner, taking the feedback, and then incorporating that in your future speeches. We have two prepared speeches for today. Our first prepared speaker is a charter member of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He's also a Toastmaster for more than a decade, has been a district finalist in the international speech contest in the past, also mentored a lot of the members in Toastmasters, owner of A Space, from where we run our in-person meetings. Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob is going to be our first speaker. Before Toastmaster Alex Jacob commences his speech, I will call upon a speech evaluator. I don't see Toastmaster Bilal here. Who's the speech evaluator of Toastmaster Alex? Is it Navneeta or Bilal?
I'm the speech evaluator today.
We'll call upon Toastmaster Alex's speech evaluator, Toastmaster Uma Nataraj, to read out the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Uma.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon. Today, Speaker Toastmaster Alex is giving his Level 3 speech. It's an elective speech from the Pathway Innovative Planning. It is connecting with stories. And the purpose of the project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. Wishing Toastmaster Alex all the very best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma. Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob, whenever possible, Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob.
You are not audible, Alex. DTM Alex, you are not audible.
We are able to see you, but we are not able to hear you.
No.
Sir, we are able to hear your hand gestures and other things, sir. We are not able to hear you. Maybe mute once and reopen it, sir.
Maybe rejoining maybe work out.
Am I audible?
There's an echo.
Yes, yes.
Audible? There's an echo. Yeah,
Is it okay now?
better. Yes, please.
Yes, yes, it's
Is it
okay
okay?
now.
Right. Sorry for the confusion. Whenever we buy a gift at home, the family ritual starts. My wife wraps it neatly and nicely, and as a dutiful husband, I compliment it without even seeing it. And assumingly, the fight starts. But the fight is not between the husband and wife. My son arrives with a sketch pen in his hand and says, I will write best wishes. It won't look nice, it will be uneven. But as parents of modern society, we surrender to the kid. And he will start writing B facing west, E facing east, and S and T facing each other. One day, while at a wedding reception, a couple walked up to us and said, we don't know where the gift is, but we still have the best wishes card. And my son grinned. How did he create that magic? Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear friends. A few years ago, we shifted to a new neighborhood. Everything was perfect. The same wife, the same child, and the same handsome young man. But there was one problem. We didn't get the allotted parking inside our building. So we parked right outside the building. One day, an old uncle walked up to me and said, Hey, Alex, kindly don't park the car here. I have a long car and it will be difficult for me to take it out. Kindly park it somewhere else. Old uncle, long car, long uncle, old car. So I have to park it somewhere else. But the request continued almost every day. Old uncle, long car, long uncle, have to park it somewhere else. And I started getting annoyed a bit. And one night after a hectic day, I was asleep. The uncle called, Can you please move the car? Uncle, I am tired. I can't come down now. I will move it tomorrow. And next day morning, uncle was at the doorstep. I'm so sorry for disturbing you in the night. My son was returning to the US and I was hoping to drop him at the airport. That's why I bothered you. And he walked away. As he walked away, something walked into me. A father who was hoping to drop his son at the airport was apologizing to me, who was protecting his sleep. There was a mismatch. I asked myself, what kind of a human being was I? Sometimes we become villain in someone else's story. A few days later, I heard happy birthday songs from uncle's house. As a well-disciplined, well-groomed Indian middle-class kid, I peeked out to see what was happening. And I saw a dozen of police officers celebrating uncle's birthday. I walked up to my landlord and asked, who is this uncle? Oh, you don't know who is he? He is a retired police officer. A retired police officer? No, I wasn't scared about his titles or connections probably he had, but rather the stark contrast he had. Polite, apologizing, requesting, and being kind wherever possible. Instead of being rude, ruthless, indifferent. And one evening, as I was entering the street, I could see a dozen of police officers and uncles erecting a big signage board. And I looked at the signage board and I saw it was written no parking. And the entire street became a no parking zone in no time. The uncle walked up to me and said, "I'm so sorry. I tried to adjust as much as possible, wherever possible, but now no more I can adjust." And he walked away. I wasn't angry. I wasn't not annoyed. Rather, I was amused. He could have done 3 months ago. But wherever possible, whenever possible, he tried being a human being. There I realized we were staying in opposite apartments, but we were poles apart in thinking. I was existing as a human being, whereas he was a practitioner of being human, wherever possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we all work hard for our titles, our wealth, our money, which is all needed in the society. But in this distracted society, indifferent society, increasingly intolerant society, being human, wherever possible, is a new currency. Let's practice being human wherever possible, be it in the kitchen, parking lot, or in a traffic signal. Because somewhere tonight, in the middle of the night, someone is waiting for your kindness. Let's practice being human wherever possible. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Alex, for that very fine message on a Wednesday morning. It's very good. It's a very good message. Simple actions do go a long way. And that is something that most of us take a long time to realize. Thank you very much. Our second speaker for today is Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. And may I know who the evaluator for Daniel Andrew is?
Navneeta here.
Navneeta, okay.
Yeah.
So our second speaker for today is Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. He is a very enthusiastic Toastmaster. He's joining us all the way from Gujarat, and he makes it a point to be part of as many online clubs as he can, deliver his speeches. In our club also, you can see him voluntarily coming up every time to progressively move towards his pathways journey. So today also, he's doing the same. He's progressing on his pathways journey. And before he progresses on his speech, let me call upon his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Navneeta Krishnan, to read out the speech objectives. Toastmaster Navneeta. You're not audible.
I think he got stuck.
Toastmaster Navneeta, are you able to connect or listen?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So our speaker, Daniel, is working on a dynamic leadership project, and this is an elective project, which is lessons learned. The purpose of this project is to learn about and apply the skills needed to run a lessons learned meeting during a project or after its completion. The speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes, and the speech title is Lessons Learned from the Journey. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navneeta, for outlining the objectives of Toastmaster Daniel Andrew's speech. Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, lessons learned from the journey. Lessons learned from the journey, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew.
Thank you, TMOD DTM Satish Menon. Very good morning to all fellow Toastmasters and guests. Leadership is often described as destination, right? Your title on a visiting card, or a position in an organization, or even sometimes a fancy chair in the office, right? But during my dynamic leadership journey, I learned an important lesson about leadership. Leadership is not a destination. Leadership is a continuous learning process. Every meeting organized, every team member coordinated, and every challenge faced become a lesson. And sometimes that lesson came the hard way. Today, I would like to share 3 powerful lessons on leadership. The lesson number 1, leadership is about people. When I started leading projects, I believed leadership means planning, organizing, or delivering results. But in reality, it had a different truth. I was given an opportunity to leading a new initiative in my organizations, that is AWMS 5S. For those who don't know about 5S, it is basically a Japanese technology to develop to improve the workplace management across all the industries. Then I was so excited and I make a plan, charts, presentations, everything. But I thought my team would say that, wow, sir, what a fantastic plan. We are ready to do the needful on the particular project. But the response was so different. Few people were enthusiastic about the project, but few people were very rigid, who have been working for the organization for more than 20 years. They don't believe this initiative called AWMS 5S. Then I decided I should give some instructions on the topic. They did not respect. Then I started giving explanations on the topic. Again, there is no response. But I realized that leadership is not about pushing people. It is about winning hearts. Then I started listening to the team members. I started appreciating small improvements. Then one magical moment happened that all those rigid people were the major supporters of these 5S implementations. Here, I just found an important lesson on leadership that people don't follow instructions, they follow inspirations. This is my first lesson. Lesson number 2, leadership is the best teachers. You know, leadership is not a smooth one. Always you face up and downs. Sometimes it is like driving on an highways. Sometimes driving on a Indian road during monsoon. Similarly, I face similar challenges in my leadership journey. You know, most of the time, plan did not go as expected, and the schedules changed. It became total frustration for me. But you know, after some time, after continuous up and down, incidents, it gave me a great lesson that these pressure situations always made me to learn, stay focused on the solutions, not on the problems, and how to adapt quickly and how to manage people. These three things made me to learn many things. During Toastmasters, I could learn team coordination, I could learn decision making, and also I could learn communication skills. And the lesson number 3, leadership is continuous growth. You should not stop learning things. Because if you stop learning, if you stop leading, it will stop learning new things. So through this journey, I could learn one important lesson. I should be grateful for the people who supported along the way, and I should be grateful for the challenges that I faced, and I should be grateful for the experiences that I learned. So finally, if I would say in one sentence about my lessons learned during my dynamic leadership journey, leadership is not about being the best in the room. It is about helping others to become their best. So this is what my best leadership journey through these years. Over to you, TMOD. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, for sharing your leadership experiences. A humble request to the Zoom master to always highlight the speaker when they're speaking. So that will help the speaker also better and also the audience.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Our next segment is another segment in Toastmasters which helps us to always stay relevant. Why we say that is, in any aspect of communication, breaking the ice, speaking to strangers, thinking on your feet and speaking when faced with a crisis situation, trying to wriggle out of trouble, that always calls for innovation, that always calls for quick thinking, and that always calls for getting instant solutions which help you to manage the situations better. And that is what a table topic or an impromptu segment teaches us. How to speak on something when you are not prepared for it. But at the same time, even if you're not prepared, how to speak confidently, how to show to people that you're confident of your answers, and how to break the ice. Research has found that people who initiate communication with strangers actually have a long way in building relationship, especially if you are in a business meeting or a get together. If you go to random strangers and start a conversation, it automatically builds that confidence. At the same time, the other person also kind of develops a healthy respect for you because they see you as a more confident individual who's not afraid of going and speaking up and voicing your opinion. So this segment is something that teaches us that every week. So to anchor today's table topic segment of this meeting, we have a passionate Toastmaster from our club who's a software engineer, and he enjoys building and automating applications and solving problems, and he believes in continuous learning. Outside work, he loves playing badminton, staying fit, listening to tech talks, and spending quality time with his kid. So please welcome our Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar.
Thank you. DTM Satish Menon for the warm welcome. So you have given a brief introduction about what is the need of impromptu speaking. So I directly move on to the topic. In this fast evolving world, the one question that always follows with us is, am I staying relevant? From careers to technology, from personal relationships to personal growth. Everywhere, staying relevant is no more optional. It is necessity. So in this session, we will explore the powerful theme of staying relevant. So table topic session, we do have some rules. Let me define it before we start the session. I will call up the individuals randomly. You will get a time to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. We have some timing rules. Say for example, we have green card at exactly first minute, 1 minute 30 seconds, it is yellow, and second minute it will be red. You will be allowed still, speak more than the red card, but not longer time. Maybe 30 seconds of time extra will be given to you. Okay, so whoever interested, you can just enroll yourself or nominate yourself by raising your hand. I will start calling the people randomly. And before you start speaking, you have to validate your AV, audio video, by repeating after me. Okay, so we will start. I see couple of nominations. Okay, let me pick Toastmaster Ganesh for as a first speaker. Toastmaster Ganesh, are you ready for it?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, great. Please repeat after me. Wake Up Club 363.
Wake Up Club 363.
Good. Okay, so your topic is learning important at any age? I repeat, is learning important at any age? Toastmaster Ganesh.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. So, is learning important at every age? So, that is true. I agree. I strongly agree with that topic actually. So, learning is important. As we study in schools and we go for college and then we come to office, in all these areas, like we are learning. Even as a kid, right? So, when we study in the schools, like they will be telling, like, study for this 10th and 12th, then you will be free. Then we come to college, then same repeats. We need to study on college as well. It is not like in colleges, like they will be telling like this, not like some other college. Like here, we need to study. Again, we are continuing to study. Then we come to company to work. So we are in the mindset that okay, so far we have studied everything. So it is time to relax and to work. Then again, as we are in the technology thing, like we need to keep evolving each and every day, because like even with before AI or even after the AI, like we are in the technology where like each and every day, like we are getting updates on the software things. So we need to keep update on those items. And this is in terms of career wise, like so to stay relevant, like we need to keep study on everyday basis. In terms of relationship as well, like we need to learn every day, like as we are moving into the different stages of our life in the personal stages, like coming into youngsters and then getting married and then becoming father. So in all these across the stages, like we need to keep learning to stay relevant in the relationship. So I strongly agree that and recommend that we need to keep steady on those different stages of our life. Thank you, Toastmasters.
So great. It's a wonderful message. Continuous learning is part of everyone's life. So that's a message that we are receiving from Toastmaster Ganesh thoughts. So with that, we will move on to the next candidate. But before that, I would ask all the members and guests, keep flying those emojis on the screen. Motivate the people. Okay, I see the next candidate, DTM Priyang. DTM Priyang, are you ready for the session?
Yes, I'm ready.
Can you please repeat after me by unmuting yourself? Wake Up Club 363.
Wake Up Club 363.
Okay, your review is good. So your topic is, what is the one skill you believe everyone must learn to stay relevant? What is the one skill you believe everyone must learn to stay relevant? Toastmaster Priyank.
Thank you, Table Topics Master. Skills every time in 10 years, 20 years, every skill that we have will expire and we need to upskill. Before 20, 30 years, mainframes was like a very important skill. Everybody were behind it. And after a few years, what happened? Java came in. Then now I think artificial intelligence, machine learning, so many different things are coming. So if we go behind these kind of technical skills, it has a certain expiry date like 10 years, 20 years. So we have to stay relevant, we have to keep upgrading. You need to go give exams. And if you go in the project management side also, similarly, we have PMP, we have business analysis. Even in those certifications, if you see after 5 years, the certification itself expires. You need to have continuous education unit, something like that, where you go attend sessions and then keep yourself up to date and stay relevant. To me, to stay relevant in life, I would say constantly we need to sharpen our listening and speaking skills. It will help even though we are in different industry, job or profession. These are like fundamentals in your personal life and in professional life. This becomes the foundation, I would say. Without this foundation, there is no point in building on top of it with Java or AI or machine language or project management or business analysis or Scrum Master or anything. So it is very, very important to come to the meetings regularly, take up speaking opportunities, may it be impromptu or prepared speeches, continuously upskilling yourself, refining yourself, and practicing so that you stay relevant. And it is becoming more and more important in this changing world to stay relevant by being a person who everyone would love to listen, and being a person who would love to listen to everybody to understand fully. Thank you, and back to your table topics, Master. You're on mute, table topics, Master.
I hope I mean, everybody could hear me. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
Vijay.
great. Thank you, DTM Priyank, for your wonderful insights. So with that, we will move on to the next candidate. Okay, so we have a guest, Muthupandi. So guest Muthupandi, are you ready to take up the session?
Yes.
Can you repeat after me? Wake Up Club 363.
Wake Up Club 363.
Okay. Guess Muthupandi, do you like trying new things? Do you like trying new things? Guess Muthupandi.
Thank you for that topic, table topic masters. Yes, the learning new things is always recommended for all the peoples. Even I also like most things. So in our childhood life, we have started learning from the rhymes. So that is the new for us. Then later we are moved to the our studies with the first standard to fifth standard. There we are there we can learn it many things like from starting from ABCD to that sentence making. Everything we are learning from that from first standard to fifth standard. That is the new things. Likewise, from that next studies from 6th to 12th and also we are learning many things from that sorry, textbooks and all everything. That is new for us. The same way, once we completed our studies, after that we move to that job. There we are learning many things. Like as many people are saying that for the new technologies, the new programming languages, everything's coming over nowadays. Nowadays, AI is very playing some vital roles. We are learning AI. That is the new things we are learning. So, likewise, after this is all about the career and all. In personal life also we are learning many things. In childhood life, we don't know. That means we simply concentrate on the studies and all everything. But after getting married or teenage ages and all, we are thinking about the life and how about the jobs and how we can get the salary
So we are always thinking about these things. That is also new kind of things we are learning. So to conclude my speech, like I will say that the learning new things is very important to us to improve our professional life as well as our career wise as well. So thank you for giving this opportunity to speak about this topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Guest Muthupandi, for the wonderful insight. So you demonstrated how new learning is important in everyone's life. Thank you for
Very
that.
topic, Master. In the interest of time, we'll have one more topic.
Okay. Since Dr. Murugesan sir raised his hand for a longer time, so we will move up with Dr. Murugesan. Dr. Murugesan, so are you ready for the topic?
Yeah, good morning. Ready for that.
Great. Okay. Do you think AI will make human skills less relevant? Do you think AI will make human skills less relevant?
Yes, thank you, TTM, for giving this opportunity. So AI is not a separate entity. It is always related with this our own skills. So it is a part of the things which you want to make the make our challenges or complexity into a simple way. So in that way, how we are using it is more important. Certain works which we want to do it in a long time, we are simplifying it. So that is the important things of AI. So never is a replacement of our own skill. It is adjuvant for our challenges, for our target what we are having. So A definitely we have make our work simplify. That is no doubt in that. But apart from that, it won't replace actually our skills. Certain basic skills which are required as a human that should always be sustained. But anyway, we have to upgrade our or upskill our new things which is going. Then only we will be sustained in the market. That is true for every profession, not only a certain profession. Every professions we have to update our skills, our knowledge. That should be a lifelong learning. That is what we are revealed by each and everyone in this table topic. So I strongly emphasize that skilling with AI never replace this our basic skills. It is adjuvant. Then the way we are upgrading, we are utilizing our to complete our target is the important thing, which I want to share with each and everyone. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murugesan sir, for your wonderful insights. So upskilling is much required in order to compete with the AI. So that is a message we are taking away from your thoughts. So with that, I think we can close this session. So what I heard from every one of our speech is staying relevant is much important. Staying relevant it's not given, it is created. So we have to increase our adaptability and continuous learning and stay true to who we are. So that is much required. So with that, I will appreciate all the speakers for your wonderful thoughts and energy. So we will close the table topic session with that message. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Satish Menon sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for that very effective table topic session and having topics which were relevant to the theme of the meeting. And many thanks to all the speakers also who spoke very well on this topic given to them. We could have had many more topics, but yes, in the interest of time, we had to cut short. Now we come to the session which in Toastmasters always helps us to stay relevant, which is the feedback session. Because whatever we do, be giving a speech or participating in table topics or running a meeting, we can only learn and become better when we get feedback. We can only stay relevant if we know what we are doing is correct, or what we are doing needs improvement, or what is it that we are not doing. If we always stay back saying that I know what I've been in Toastmasters for a long time, I know what I'm doing, and I can never be wrong, we will be sadly mistaken, because that will not happen. For an organization that has been here for 100 plus years, it has stayed on for 100 plus years because they have incorporated feedback, they have made changes to their curriculum, they have ensured that they stay relevant with what the members require as the years go by. So that's why the feedback is something which is very important. And in today's meeting, here we get into the general evaluation session. And to lead the general evaluation session, let me call back our general evaluator, Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you, TM Modi. I think, can I present my slide? Hope it's audible. Hope it is visible as well.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. As a general evaluator, I'm able to be very cautious on the timing. This is the first time I saw the agenda which says 7 minutes is the time allotted for the general evaluator to give a specific timings, and which is very essential. And what is interesting was I was able to see the flow. First thing
Bala,
is,
first you'll have to call the prepared speech evaluators.
oh, I'm sorry.
Prepared speech evaluators, then the TAC team, and then your overall report.
Thank you. Can I ask Toastmaster Umar to give the speech evaluation for the first speech, please?
Yes. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. They say that the speech starts much before the actual speech. Yes, with the title itself. Wherever possible, that immediately connected with the audience. What is the speech going to be about? And then started the stories. The best wishes card and the gift, everything excited us. And throughout the speech, DTM Alex kept us glued with his gestures, with his voice modulation. Being the contest season, it was a wonderful speech for all the members, I should say, to listen to him. Allowed the play of words. Old uncle, long car, long uncle, old car. That definitely connected with the audience. And the usage of words, hustle, annoyed, new currency, and the quotes, being human is a new currency, let's practice being human. So, all these were wonderful usages of the language. And coming to the call of action and message, loved the indomitable spirit of the neighbor and the indomitable spirit of the speaker, where both of them showed their courage in being silent wherever possible. Let's practice being human. Yes, the speaker urged the audience also to be human. Coming to the recommendations, I wish the speaker had checked the audio and video before starting the speech. That's a small suggestion. Second one is the voice modulation in role play situations. If he could have added a bit of voice modulation when the neighbor was speaking to him and changed the voice, maybe that would have added more value to the speech. Like when the neighbor asked him to park it, and my son is going to the US. If he had told it in a different tone, maybe that would have added more value. And the third is what was the transformation that happened in the speaker after whatever happened. So if that could have been told in an in-depth way, that would have added more value to the speech. Otherwise, the speech was wonderful, I should say, with all the components of the structure, the transition, the voice modulation, the body language. It was a wonderful speech for all the members during the contest season, I should say. And just have these suggestions in mind of checking the audio and video and role play situation, just add the voice modulation and a little in-depth message of the actual message you wanted to convey. Otherwise, you're an awesome speaker, DTM Alex. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. G, thank you.
Thank you, Oma. What you said is literally right. I still remember what Alex was mentioning about the old uncle, long car, and tall uncle. The other one I missed, but it was very essential. Great. Thanks for your feedback and comments. I would request Toastmaster Navneeta to give the evaluation for Daniel Alex. Over to you, Navneeta.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. What a powerful message about leadership. Leadership is not about being the best in the room. It is about helping others to become their best. I think it's so good to hear that in the morning. And that pretty much, for this topic, I think with this one line, you covered it pretty well. So first of all, you met the objective of your speech, lessons learned on the selective project. I thoroughly enjoyed your message or definition of leadership throughout your speech. I think I would like to repeat that, though it's a repeat of your speech, but it is a continuous learning process. Every chance has become a lesson. Appreciating small achievements. They don't follow instruction, they follow leaders. And leadership is the best teacher. Stay focused on the solutions, not the problems. And if you stop learning, you stop growing. Amazing.
Navneeta, looks like we missed you. Is it the same for all?
No. I think stuck up.
His connection was interrupted.
My apologies. Toastmaster Bala, can you hear me?
Now it's better. You can go ahead, Navneeta.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So I talked about the definition of leadership. I think I completed that. So it was a nice choice of words to define what is leadership, and also the way you structured your speech was very well. What you actually expected from the team in the beginning of the project, but what you ended up seeing it, what the effort that you took to show your leadership skills, and what results or lessons you learned, or you achieved. I think that structure, the flow was very good. I think that made the audience connected with you throughout the speech. Also, the voice and tone and pitch all suited so well for the topic. And I would like to point out a couple of suggestions. I felt it's an amazing topic, leadership lessons. You really connected the audience with a story. You could convey your message through the story, but if you could have some visuals at the background, right, that could have given a much better impact on the audience mind. Like, for example, an image could have given a team setup with the leader and the beginning of the project, and at the end of the project with your implementations, right? I felt that could give a little bit more impact. That's my first message. The second one, your messages and learnings were clear. However, maybe I felt that you could have relate that with an individual in the team, how in the beginning and how they ended up, at the end with your the things that you applied for the leadership skills. So overall, you had a good structure and message, some better tuning of story, message, and background image or slide that could have added more value to the speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navneeta. Now, I would also request our tag members to present their report. Timer, Vignesh, you're okay? Can you go ahead first, or you want some time to consolidate your timing?
Yes, sir, I can go ahead. Yeah.
Please, over to you, Timer, Toastmaster Vignesh.
Yes, sir. For the today's meeting, I was got into the rule for the timer. and there was two speakers. One is speaker one, and one is speaker one, Alex Jacob, and he used 6 minutes and 18 seconds. Speaker two, Daniel Andrew, he took 6.29 seconds. And for the tabletop session, Toastmaster Ganesh took 1.58 seconds. TM Priyanka, Toastmaster Priyank, 2.07 seconds. Muthupandi guest 1 minute 55 seconds, and Murugeshan 1.57 seconds. And for the general evaluation session, the evaluator, Mr. Ms. Uma Natraj, was evaluating Alex Jacobs' speech, which was around 2 minutes and 49 seconds. And Toastmaster Navanida was evaluating Daniel Andrew's speech, which was about 3 minutes to 20 seconds. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vignesh. And the other important member of our tag role is the R counter, who stops us to stop using the filler words. Over to you, Toastmaster Sharanya, for your report, please.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Mala. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please. Daniel, do we need to give?
Just
Allow.
a minute.
Yeah, allow. Yes, Saranya, check out.
Yeah, for the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Alex used the repeated words of I 6 times. So 1. Toastmaster Daniel Andrew used once, once. And that for the table topics, Toastmaster Ganesh once, twice. And distinguished Toastmaster Priyank used once, twice. Guest Muthupandi used twice. Toastmaster Murugeshan used once, twice. So twice, and but once. Toastmaster Uma used the less usage of fillers 1, and it's flawless. Toastmaster Navanita used 5 times, 2 times, 2 times.
Great. Thanks, Toastmaster Saranya, for the wonderful report. It was awesome because everybody is able to see that and you're able to go ahead with it. Over to our grammarian, Toastmaster Keshav. Can you give your report, please?
Yes, General Evaluator Bala, thank you. So for the prepared speeches, I couldn't see any flaw because the speeches were like soulful and it was great. And for the table topics, I could see minor flaws like we have during the childhood that can be looked upon. Except that the grammarian report for the day is okay, and we could have used the word of the day indomitable, which has been missed out. So that's all, General Toastmaster Bala. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav. Now I think I've completed the tag report and it's time for me to give the general evaluation. Okay, so I think I can share my screen right now. Share screen. I hope it's visible. I think I can proceed further, right?
Yes. Yeah, it is visible. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thanks. Thanks for the confirmation. So being a general evaluator, I think it is one of the tough role because I need to pinpoint some mistakes and I should make it sweet as well. So when I say this is the 363 meeting of Wake Up, we are growing each and every day. And one of the interesting fact which is available and I was able to figure it out is the sandwich speech method. Whenever I give a feedback, it's not a correction feedback. I need to be soft and sweet. Though it's a sandwich, I got only an image of a burger, but it's looked interesting, so I just start using it. Starting with our president, when Satish introduced and he was making everybody feeling warm, like introducing their names, I could see a lot of smile when he was introducing about the guest to personally introduce themselves. I could see a small smile. So it was a very good initiative, and we commonly use it, but I urge we start using it more frequent. One correction I see for Kavya, since the camera was switched off and we are there on a physical, it's on a virtual meeting, it is better all the members, we have 18 members, it is better we are all available on camera to at least make the small changes, which is also good. We miss this when we physically meet, but on a virtual, it is better. One of the correction. One correction for personal me is when I start doing the general evaluation role, I need to make some notes and then start preparing instead of asking on the fly, can I talk this, can I introduce? It's a flaw on myself. So I don't want a positive, constructive and a positive feedback. I'll directly say it, it's a mistake on my side, so I need to correct it. A specific good job and hands up to our Toastmaster of the day, Satish Menon. I see a very interesting learning. Whenever he introduces a people, he goes in depth analysis about them, gives them very specific feedback and a long, instead of a small usage of adjective, he gives a very long description about the person. It gives a feel good factor. I learned that and I give a very positive feedback to a Toastmaster of a day. Few corrections which I wanted. I don't know whom do I discuss with on the agenda creation. Was in case if some corrections can be made, like Uma's name was listed as an evaluator 1, Navanitha was mentioned as evaluator 2. Since we are going with the agenda, it is much easier to go. So corrections is good. I appreciate the effort because a lot of them are putting effort, but small corrections here and there, we need to figure out how beneficial it is available when we follow a timeline. A timeline report, I am able to see benefit about each and every individual, but on a constructive for the time which is available in an agenda, if that can be mentioned, or if how do we track it, if we can get from the seniors, it will also be better because 7 minutes we have prepared speeches, we have red, blue, green, but when specifically filling up the gaps with the roles like RTMOD, tag, president, I don't know how do we mention time so that for all the 18 members, starting on time, ending on time is literally constructive, and I wanted to introduce that as well. About filling the speaker, yes, we were able to do it, but some flaws here and there we were doing it because we are having multiple roles. I request a lot of volunteers to come in because instead of having 2 roles for individual person, I see this better. Somebody takes up the ownership and then do it. That is one. About we missed the secretary report. Keshav was not able to present the secretary report. One and okay, when Daniel started the speech, his time slot was 7:38, but we started at 7:48. There was a small 10 minutes lag. If we can correct it, it is more efficient, is what I would feel. And good initiatives, which I saw about the table topic speaker, Toastmaster Vijay initiated was, as soon as he introduced, he started with a repeat back word saying that, please repeat after me, wake up. So it's an opportunity for us to correct the mic or see what is available to save time. It was a good initiative. I see a lot of other Toastmaster meetings, they do it when it is online. It's good we also do it. Nice initiative, Toastmaster Vijay. And Toastmaster Charanya, she was able to share a screen, which was able to give a lot of easy visibility for all. Everybody is interested to say in my name, what does it mention? So it was very easy and essential. That was also a good opportunity for us to learn, and it was easy for us to present one plane of glass. One of the key takeaway and a great learning for me being a general evaluator today is that till that time I've been attending a lot of meetings, but unless I took a role of a general evaluator, I started noting what is the time available. It's literally a 7-minute speak which is available for a prepared speech. That's the time even. So I need to do a lot of justice. I would urge volunteers to also take up roles, switch on the cameras, and introduction, it is very good. So these are the key takeaway from my perspective on a personal note. Over to you, TMOD, for your suggestions.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala, for that great general evaluator report and also the individual tag team reports. It will surely help us to analyze and see how we can all be better from the next meeting onwards, because it's all about staying relevant. It's all about saying that how can we be a better version of ourselves as we move along in life. Thank you very much. So this brings us towards the end of the meeting, and to further conduct the proceedings, I'll hand it over to our president, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish Menon, for taking us through this meeting seamlessly. And yes, as you mentioned, and also the general evaluator mentioned, there are a lot of learnings for all of us in this meeting. While we continue further, can I request Sergeant at Arms Daniel Andre to launch the poll for the speeches and evaluators and table topics? Yeah, here it comes as we're talking. Okay, I request all the members and guests to vote for the best role players, best speakers, and let us celebrate their success. As we vote, I'd like to take my learning for today as is that what we think by reading something is not necessarily the correct. We have to be very meticulous in reading through and reflecting on that and present it properly. I mean, that was a mistake that happened with me, thinking that, okay, looking at the WhatsApp message, somehow it got into my mind that it is Toastmaster Bala as the Toastmaster of the day, whereas I totally mistook it. And DTM Satish Menon is actually the Toastmaster of the day. Such a mistake, and I've learned it the hard way today. And this is the season of renewal, so I request all the members to renew as soon as possible for your memberships. I'm sure you're getting a value through the meetings and whatever learnings we have. Request you all to renew. Do not wait for the last date. If you all need any support, reach out to me, the Vice President Membership, Navanitha Krishnan, to get your clarifications. I'd like to request Toastmaster Keshav, our club secretary, if he is ready with the report for meeting number 362, please present it.
Sir, there is a small confusion in the report, sir. So since that there's some tweaking to be done, so we'll share it at the next meeting, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav. I'd like to request a couple of guests to give a quick feedback on the meeting proceedings before we proceed further.
The results are ready now. Can we announce now?
Maybe give it minute's time. Yeah, can I request guests to give a quick feedback for their experience in the meeting?
Yeah, I'm Suresh Babu, and I would like to just, I see this, I'm being relevant when I join this meeting, and a very good topic to keep all of us in a wake up state. I'm seeing a lot of a couple of speakers. The speeches are good, and evaluation method, and some of the timer, car counter, grammarian are very interesting, and I'm sure that with that, we'll be able to develop our speaking skills or communication skills. It's interesting. I'm also interested in that. Thanks, Satish.
Thank you so much, Suresh Babu. So I request our Sergeant at Arms to declare the results of the competition today.
Yeah, thank you. So today's meeting, best role player, main role player award goes to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Bala. And best tag role player goes to accounter, Toastmaster Saranya. And best prepared speaker of today's meeting, our DTM Alex Jacob. And best evaluation of the speeches goes to Toastmaster Uma Natraj. And the best table topic speaker award goes to our DTM Priyank. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you. Over to you, President Officer.
Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you so much for participating in the meeting. And again, I would like to remind all the members once again to think of your renewals quickly. And with this note, I am adjourning the meeting number 363. Thank you so much for all your contributions, and looking forward to meet you next week, same time.
Group photo missing.
Yeah, let's have it.
Yeah.
Please switch on all your cameras. I've taken a group picture. Be posted in the group. Thank you so much. I'll
Thank you.
take one more, maybe. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
day.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.